Welcome back. Now we're going to take a look at last in, first out. We're going to use the same example we used for FIFO, but we are going to this time use the LIFO method of costing our inventory. LIFO is last in, first out, meaning we are going to sell the last batch that we bought first, or the most recent batch will be the first one we bought. We have our same three batches. We purchased on April 1st, April 10th, and April 25th. All right, in our first example, on April 5th, we're going to sell 500 units for $10 a unit. So to calculate our COGS, so this first batch is the only one we have in our inventory. It's the only one we have available to sell. So we are going to sell those 500 units for $7 a unit. And that gives us a cost of goods sold of $3,500. Our beginning inventory is only this first batch of 5,600. That's all we have so far because it's only April 5th. And our cost of goods sold is 3,500. And so our ending inventory will be 5,600 minus 3,500, or 2,100. Our sales, we sold 500 units times $10 a unit. In this sentence right here. And so sales are 5,000 minus COGS of 3,500. A different one. And sales of 5,000 minus cost of goods sold of 3,500 gives us a gross profit of 1,500. If we divide our gross profit by our sales, that is 5,000. That's a 30% gross margin. All right, moving on. In our second example, it is April 15th, which means we have purchased the first two batches. That's what we have available to sell. And we sell 100 units for $10 a unit. Okay, so this is our last in, the one on 410. So we're going to sell all 900 of those times $8, but that's not enough to fill our order. So we're going to have to sell the remaining 100 units from the first batch for $700. So plus, we're going to sell all 900 times 8, plus we're going to sell another 100 times 7. All right, that's going to give us a cost of goods sold of $7,900. And our beginning inventory is these first two batches. 8,600 plus 7,200 is 12,800. Our beginning inventory minus our cost of goods sold of 7,900 gives us our ending inventory of 4,900. Okay. Okay. And our sales, we sold 1,000 units times $10, given to us right here. Okay. Our sales are $10,000 minus our COGS of 7,900. So that gives us a gross profit of 2,100. And if we divide that by sales, we get a gross margin of 21%. Okay. 30% goes down to 29%. Okay. In our final example, it is April 28th, and we're going to sell 2,000 units for $10 a unit. So on April 28th, we've bought all three of these batches. All three are available to be sold. So the first thing we're going to do is, since it's last in, first out, we're going to sell this batch of 1,300 first. So it's going to be 1,300 times 850. Which is 11,050, but that doesn't fulfill our order. We still need an additional 700. So we're going to have to go to this second batch. And we're going to multiply that 700 times the $8, times $8. 5,600. So our total cost of goods sold will be 16,650. Our beginning inventory is all 3 batches. Our cost of goods sold, we said, was 16,650. Beginning inventory minus cost of goods sold will give us our ending inventory of 7,200. Sales are going to be 2,000 times 10, or 20,000, minus our cost of goods sold of 16,650. So sales minus cost of goods sold equals 3,350. And when we divide that by our sales of 20,000, we get a gross margin ratio of 16.75%. Now you can see our gross margin ratio is going down. It was 30%, then it went down to 21%, then 16.75%. And that's because our costs are increasing. So as we go through the month and we're selling last in, first out, our margin goes down because our cost per unit are going up. All right, that's going to wrap us up for LIFO, last in, first out. And in the next one, we will talk about weighted average. I'll see you there.